Hey guys, I'm Ryan from Reading with My Eyes, and I'm going to do my August TBR. It is a little late, but I have just been to Gen Con in Indianapolis, and I'm still recovering from that. And then I had family over, and so yeah. And so if you do look behind me, I have new signed books, which I will talk about in a later video, which I'm really excited about that. But for now, I'm going to do my August TBR. I have 11 books for you guys that I'm really trying to get to. Last month I read 7.5 out of my 10 books, but I'm really going to shoot for that 11. I have really nothing in the way other than now the family, now the Gen Con's over. I am ready to read, and I am excited for these books. The first book is going to be The Amateur by Chris Bohjalian. I have read one book by this author before, and it was Hour of the Witch, and it was really great. I really enjoyed this one. This is more of a mystery, kind of thrillery thing. This is about in 1978, there is a golf prodigy that ends up killing a caddy. When she's doing her warm-up, she ends up hitting a golf ball through the net, the practice net, and it ends up hitting a caddy that goes to her school. Is there any motivation behind that, or did you know that there was a thing in the net? I don't know. That's kind of the mystery, and it opens up her world, and everybody starts judging her because she starts dating an older man and all this stuff. And so it's a trial, and so I want to see it. I really did like The Hour of the Witch and how many layers that story had. So I'm hoping this has the same amount of layers. I'm looking forward to it. Vicious by V.E. Schwab. This is another reread for me, but if you don't know, she's coming out with Victorious, the third book in the Villains trilogy, which I love the Villains. Vicious is my favorite V.E. Schwab, and I've read half of it so far, and already, yes, it is so good. She can do the mixed timeline so well. I love it. She can mess with the story structure, and it just works. She is amazing. Vicious is amazing. If you guys have not read it, it is about, like, I would say Flatliners meets the X-Men. Marla by Jonathan Janz. I just met Jonathan Janz. We had a really great time. He signed a couple of my books, so I'm really looking forward to this one. This one has been a limited release, and it sold out very fast, so nobody has been able to read this one now. Now it is getting published again by Blackstone Publishing on August 18th. I am really looking forward to this. It is supposed to be witchy and great. I don't know too much about the plot because I've heard it's just great to go in unknown, but it's kind of like a witchy mystery. All right, another book is going to be The Devil Inside by Clay McLeod Chapman, and that comes out on August 11th. This is going to be a horror-mance. A horror/romance. And Clay is doing it. It's going to be awesome. I've met Clay. He's awesome. He has a very fun personality, so I can't wait for that personality to combine his horror with a romance. I think it's going to be awesome. It is going to be from Harlequin, who does romances, so I think this is going to be an awesome mashup of two genres colliding, and it's Clay, so I'm really hoping I enjoyed it. I've pretty much enjoyed every Clay McLeod Chapman. I think I've rated it 4 to 4.5, so he's a really good author. I'm really ready to experience what he has in store for all of us with Dead Inside. The next book is going to be Not a Word by Linwood Barclay. I have not read this author, but the authors that recommend it are Joe Hill and Stephen King, some of my favorites. I know he does mystery, but he adds a little bit of horror in there, and so that's my vibes, and I'm looking forward to this one. I don't know too much about this one. I know it involves a son walks in to his parents to find them deceased, and it looks like they might have taken their own lives. There's more mystery to it, and he's finding out the secrets behind this, and the company that the father works for is a big medical technology company, and they have some issues and they have some secrets. That one comes out on August 25th. Now for my monster of the month, which is always a werewolf for this year, and that is going to be Wolf Hunt. And I'm going to do 2 books in that one. I kind of missed last month. I tried to read one werewolf novel a month, and I missed last month. I had a lot going on, but now I'm going to read Wolf Hunt 1 and Wolf Hunt 2 by Jeff Strand. I love Jeff Strand. He's fun. And I've read the first Wolf Hunt before, and I always wanted to read the second one, and I own the third one too, so I'm looking forward to reading the Wolf Hunt trilogy. The first one, I'll talk about the first one because I have read the first one. Two men that work for the mob, and they are hired to bring in this guy that's really scrawny. He looks kind of like a heroin addict. Really scrawny, but there's all this extra protection for him. He's in the van and he's handcuffed. This guy keeps talking to him though, and he keeps like, okay, this guy's a little wimp. He's very arrogant and a little bit of an asshole. These guys are a little frustrated, and he outsmarts them, and he's a werewolf, and he turns into a very big hulking werewolf, and so they now have to contain him and reduce the casualties and try to bring him in unharmed to the mob. That is the plan, and it does not go according to plan. It's a lot of fun, action, adventure, comedy, great, Jeff Strand, and I cannot wait for the sequel as well. My wifely pick of last month, because I didn't get to it, is going to be The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, and I have read this before. This is a reread for me. I gave it 3 stars. I have already finished this one, and let me say it is not 3 stars again, and I will let you guys know, but I really liked it. So it's going to be a little higher than 3 stars, but I won't tell you yet when I do my full review. But The Hunger Games, it really doesn't need any introduction for it, but these are different times in America, and people fight for hunger under the government, and they are hungry, all these people, and they are oppressed, and they have to fight to the death. Only teenagers get to fight to the death, and yeah, interesting, good stuff. My wifely pick for this month is going to be one of my favorite novels. This is going to be a reread for me. This is Boy's Life by Robert McCammon. So my wife just finished this, and she was starting to tell me about it, and I was like, oh man, I can't really remember because it's been like a couple of years. It has been 15 years since I read this book, and I was very loose on my details, and so she read it, she enjoyed it, she loved it, and so I want to experience that with her a little bit more and talk about it, and so yes, reading Boy's Life. The Dragons of Autumn Twilight by Margret Weis and Tracy Hickman. I just met them at Gen Con, and it was an awesome experience. This is a book that is in my history as a reader. This is one of the books that opened me up to explore new worlds, fantasy. It really brought me into fantasy, and I was about in the 7th or 8th grade. I can't really remember exactly when, but this book just opened me up to a whole new world and a whole new experience, and I cannot wait to read this and share with you guys how I feel about it. And I got to see my nice picture of Margret Weis and Tracy Hickman that I got to meet, and I was so excited to tell them and talk about my story about reading, and they were awesome. They're great. My last book is going to be The Bounded Curse by Ana Stanojevic. This is going to be my indie read. This author reached out to me. They kind of pitched this story. It's like kind of a middle grade fantasy series, middle grade young adult fantasy series, and just pitched me on it. And this is just an author that I never knew anything about him, and they pitched me a great thing. They said, hey, I'm an indie author. I would love you if you could read one of my books, and this is the book she chose for me based on the stuff that I've already done, and so I'm really looking forward to this. This is definitely one I'm going in blind, but I really love to support indie authors, and I'm actually going to try to do an indie book a month. I kind of do it anyway, but then I'm going to really specify like it is an indie book. And so guys, that is my TBR. That is 11 books, and I'm really looking forward to diving into those. I got a lot of rereads. I got 4 rereads that I'm looking forward to getting a new experience out of them. I think it's important to reread every once in a while to get that new perspective, because we change. The books don't. We change. And so, guys, if you could like, subscribe, all that stuff. I am Ryan from Reading with My Eyes. Thank you guys for watching.